Good afternoon, my dear lovely students. Myself, Dr. Grish Goyal, Assistant Professor, Department of Agronomy, School of Agriculture, IIT University, Gwalior. Students, I hope you all are good and stay at home safely. मैं आशा करता हूँ कि आप सभी लोग घर पे होंगे, सुरक्षित होंगे. Students, today I am going to start our subject Rabi crop production for BSc Agriculture 7th semester. Students, so let's start our topic about cultivation of mungbean crop part 2. Okay, so students, batch A. Students, I will introduce all content one by one, and first cropping system, next intercropping, next manure and fertilizers, next seasons, next varieties development, local adoption, next water management, next weed management, next harvesting, next yield, next outline, then references. Okay, so students, before starting the topic I want to tell you about some introduction of mungbean crop. Okay, so students, mungbean known as mung or mungbean in India is the third important pulses crop of India after chickpea and pigeon pea. Students, beside its utilization as food, many forms are used as fodder and green manure. Students, due to its shorter duration, it can be fitted in several multiple cropping systems. Students, just like other pulses crop, inclusion of green gram is cropping system improves soil health and fertility. Students, green gram is also called mungbean in Hindi or golden gram in English. Students, its name is derived from the Sanskrit word mungda. It is the most important pulses crop of Asia, especially India, due to variety in its uses. Students, it can be used as dry roasted grain, cooked grain, and spotted grain, or after dehuling as moong dal. Students, the moong spotted are the special significance in most Asian cookery beside its variety of the culinary use. Its mungbean starch is used to prepare culinary noodles or jelly in many Asian countries like Korea, Japan, and China. Students, it is a rich source of protein 24% and high fiber 16%, starch 62%, beside containing B3, B5, and B9, as well as calcium 139 mg upon 100 gram and magnesium 189 mg upon 100 gram. It is a significant and fixation crop and included the most sequential system due to its shorter duration. Students, it is also a popular intercrop due to its uncompetitive mature in most systems. It's dry stover as well as green plant. It's rich in protein and useful cattle feed. It can also be used as green manure crop. Students, green gram is an excellent source of high quality protein. Moong is consumed as whole grain spotted from as well as dal in a variety of ways homes. Students, it is also used as green manuring crop. Mungbean used as a feed for cattle. Even husk of the sheet can be soaked in water and used as cattle feed. Students, in India, these crop are cultivated in three different seasons like which Kharif, Rabi, and summer. Students, summer moong can be grow after harvesting of pea, gram, potato, mustard, linseed. Cultivation of jaid moong is important to increase soil fertility in these areas where a paddy wheat crop rotation is used. Students, green gum is a primarily a native of India in Central Asia may be a secondary central Carvin's grain. The green gram is found in the Acrovinces site of the Nokinenson. Students, Madhya Pradesh dating between 1440 and 1660 BC. Despite its cultivation since Phoenix time of the green gram has even never been found growing as the wild. Students, Guinea is cultivated throughout Southern Asia, Myanmar, Pakistan, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and China are the principal countries of Guinea gram cultivation. So, students, it is also cultivated in part of Africa to smaller extent. About 45% of global production is in India. Students, from the available information of the global production of green gram is around 2.5 million ton from about 5 million hectare with the productivity around 500 kg per hectare. Students, in India the area under green gram is 3.8 million hectare with an annual production of 1.56 million ton. Students, average productivity is 413 kg per hectare. Students, in India, major green gram producing states are Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, and Tamil Nadu. Students, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, and Maharashtra account for about 70% of the area and 75% of production in the country. So students, Rajasthan rank first both in area 0.38 million hectare and production 1.56 million ton of green gram, followed by Maharashtra with an area of 0.62 million hectare and production 0.37 million ton. Students, but productivity in highest in Punjab 667 kg per hectare, followed by Jharkhand 600 kg per hectare. So student, this is generally introduction of mungbean crop. Okay. So students, next botanical name of mungbean. So botanical name of mungbean Vigna iridata and family legumes and origin India and Central Asia. Okay. So students, so next content है हमारा cropping system. Okay. So students, green gram is compatible with most crop is intercropping, mixed cropping, relay and sequential system due to its shorter duration, seasonal adaptability, nitrogen fixing ability, as well as in non-dominant natural. Students, some popular sequential system are, so students, maize wheat grain, potato wheat green gram, and green gram and jowar. So next green gram wheat. So students, the important crops grow are along with the green gram is a mixed system are pigeon pea, sorghum, permulate and mix, while some crop like sugarcane, cotton, groundnut, sunflower and sesame are grow as intercrop. So student, this is cropping system. Next students, intercropping. Okay. Students say during kharif mungbean are grow generally with maize, permulate, pigeon pea and cotton as intercrop. During spring mungbean is grow in 2:1 ratio with sugarcane with row to row distance of 90 centimeter and from mungbean 30 centimeter. Students, distance maintain intercropping with sunflower is also suitable with ratio 2:6. So students, this is intercropping. Students, next manures and fertilizers. Okay. So students, mungbean is generally grow of the basic fertility of soil. If available, 8 to 10 tons of compost or FYM should be applied before 15 days of sowing. Students, for mungbean 15 to 20 kg nitrogen and 30 to 40 kg phosphorus should be applied at sowing time. Students, it is itself as able to use of fertilizers on the basis of soil test and recommendations, normally 100 kg DAP per hectare is not for 1 hectare. The fertilizer should be applied by drilling either at the time of sowing or just before sowing in such a way that they are placed about 2 to 3 centimeter below the seed. So student, this is manure and fertilizer. Okay, so students, next है हमारा season. Okay, so students, there are different types season: kharif, rabi, and late rabi and summer season. Okay, so first kharif season. So students, kharif season mid June to first week of July, followed throughout the country. So this is kharif season. Next students, rabi season. Students, rabi season adopted in monsoon follows or irrigated follows in third week of October to first week of November, grow on started mature without irrigation. So this is rabi season. Next students, late rabi season. Students, late rabi season shown as relic crop is in standing crop of rice in peninsular in India between December to January end. So student, this is a late rabi season. Next students, summer. Students, summer sown either as sole crop third week of March to second week of April, or as relay crop is standing crop of wheat April to May. So student, this is a summer. Okay, so student, this is seasons. Okay, so next students, water management. Okay, so students, generally the kharif crop requires one life saving irrigation which may be applied during the yearly pod formation stage. Students, for the summer spring moong with 3 to 4 irrigation are required. Students, apply first irrigation after 20 to 25 days of sowing, the repeat after 10 to 15 days as per needed. Students, one irrigation before flowering and another at pot filling stage would ensure healthy seeds. Waterlogging in the field should be avoided at all cost. Students, no irrigation should be given when the crop is in full volume stage. So students, this is water management. Next students weed management. Okay, तो students आइए देखते हैं. तो students, two weeding should be given to keep the crop free from harmful weeds. First weeding should be done 20 to 25 days and second 40-45 days. Students, use pendimethalin at the rate 0.75 for 1 kg dated per hectare in 400 to 600 liter of water, a pre-emergency application. Students, always flat nozzle is used during spraying of weedicide. So this is weed management. Students, next disease and pest management. So student, there are different type of disease and pest management. So first students, येलो मोज़ेक वायरस वो बोलते हैं जो मोस्टली कई सारी क्रॉपों में लगता है. येलो मोज़ेक वायरस कॉमन है. सो स्टूडेंट, आइए हम एक्सप्लेन करते हैं. स्टूडेंट्स, येलो मोज़ेक वायरस इट इज सीरीज डिजीज इन नॉर्थ इंडिया characterized by diffused yellow spotted expanding to broad patches and later turn completely yellow resulting in yield losses. Students, it can be controlled by the use of resistant varieties Asha, PDM 11, ML337 or spray of 0.1% metastox plus 0.10 से 1% malathion 2 time at a 10 days interval. So this is students yellow mosaic virus बहुत ही important है. Okay, so next students, leaf spot. Students, it can be caused by fungi. The farmers causes a gray scented around spotted of voided red color or on leaf spotted, while the latter causes dark brown circular spots and later developing concentric rise. Students, both diseases can be controlled by the spray of mancozeb or jam at the rate 2 kg per 1000 1000 upon 1 liter. Okay, so this is students leaf spotted. Next is students seed a seedling root. Okay, so students seed a seedling root seeds or young seedlings are root and fail to germinate or emerges from a range of fungi. It can be controlled by treating the seeds by carbendazine at the rate 2.5 gram per kg seed. So students, this is seedling root. नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट्स चारकोल रूट। स्टूडेंट एक्चुअली मैं एक्सप्लेन कर दूं, मैंने इसमें इसलिए नहीं लिखा तो काफ़ी लॉन्ग हो जाता, बोलना मुझे यही बताना वही है, तो इसलिए मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन ही कर दूं। सो नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट चारकोल रूट। So student, charcoal root symptoms include rooting of roots and stem immediately above the soil within 1 month of sowing. Students, the plant die due to these symptoms. It can be controlled by treating the seeds with 0.25% bacillor and by maintaining the crop rotation. So students, this is charcoal root. Next students, leaf curl. So students, leaf curl. Students, leaf curl initial symptoms include yellowishing of margins in young plants, which later curl downward, and veins showing reddish brown decoration. Students, typically stunting the growth. It can be controlled by the spraying 0.1% methoxystox. So students, this is leaf curl. Next students, glucid beetle. Students, typical typical circular hole are seen on leaves while insect feed only during the night and hides during night. Students, it can be controlled by soil application of phosphate at the rate 10 kg per hectare. Okay, so next students, leaf hopper. Okay, so students, leaf hopper. So students, both of them suck the shape and reduce the photosynthesis, but former appear on the lower surface and causes curdling of eggs. Students, why the latter resulting into crumpling of the leaves? They can be controlled by spraying sprays of monocrotophos at the rate 1 ml per liter. So this is leaf hopper. Next students, red hairy caterpillar. Students, red hairy caterpillar, it eats waste with the entire green matter of young leaves, causing serious losses. It can be controlled by dusting 2% methyl dust at the rate to 20 to 25 kg per hectare. When caterpillar are young and spraying 0.15% methyl and parathion when they are grow up. So students, this is red hairy caterpillar. So students, this is disease and pest management. So there are different type of disease and pest management. Okay, next content students, harvesting, threshing, storage. Okay, so students, mungbean should be harvested when more than 80% pods mature. 1 or 2 round of picking of pods are also recommended to avoid losses due to shattering. Students, the plants are cut with the sickle and dried on the threshing floor. Students, these are them threshed by beating with the sticks by tampling with the clothes. Students, the clean sheet should be sent dried off for 3 to 4 days to bring either moisture content at 10% of safely stored in appropriate bins. So students, this is harvesting, threshing and storage. Next students, yield. Okay, so students, A will manage crop as indicated above may produce 8 से 10 क्विंटल and in mixed crop yield 3 से 5 क्विंटल grain per hectare. Students, in rainy season crop produce 10 क्विंटल per hectare and in summer crop produce 12 से 15 क्विंटल, in mixed cropping 3 से 5 क्विंटल per hectare. So this is students yield. So next students outlines. Okay, so students deep summer plowing once in 3 years. Okay, and next seed treatment should be before done before sowing. Okay, sowing से पहले हमको seed treatment करें. Next, application of fertilizer should be based on soil test value. Okay, next in kharif season sowing should be done by rise and furrow method. And next yellow mosaic resistant tolerant varieties Narendra Moong 1 and Pant Moong 3 PDM 139 and Samrat PDM 11 and Mum 2 and ML 33 and etc. Choose as per suitability of regions. Okay, so next students weed control should be at the right time. सही से पर हम लोग weed control करें. Next students adopted integrated approach for plant protection. Okay, next students, for technical formation of crop production please contact to district KVK and nearest KVK. So students, this is crop production, please contact to district KVK and nearest KVK. So students, this is outline. So students, this topic is finished. Cultivation of mungbean crop part 2. इससे पहले part 1 आया था, ये part 2 है. तो आई होप आप इसे अच्छे से वीडियो शीन करें. इसमें इंटरेक्टिव वीडियो मिलेगा आपको, इसमें आपको 4 से 5 ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन मिलेंगे. ओके, तो आई होप आप इसे शीन करें, पूरा वीडियो अंत तक देखें. ओके, अगर कोई डाउट लगे तो मेरे से बिल्कुल पूछिएगा. ठीक है, तो स्टूडेंट्स थैंक यू. दिस टॉपिक इज फिनिश. कल्टिवेशन ऑफ मूंगबीन क्रॉप पार्ट 2. ओके, थैंक यू स्टूडेंट्स.